Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you.
Can you hear me?
It's late September and I really
Sorry, I had to check on Rob Honke, make sure he can hear. I've been blowing people's ears out all week, it seems like, you know? And that's okay. How are we doing today, man?
Pretty good.
10/12 on this 31st day of May. You know, I don't know if I told you this. Karen was one of my first guests on this show.
Really?
Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you what, man. We had so many people watching Karen in the retirement, conversation.
Right.
And, she mentioned that you're going to be taking the reins over, and people were excited. And now April the 1st, contract signed. How's everything been so far?
Challenging. Our biggest issue's been we have no water.
What?
Where we sit on pool 26, we're the last people to get any water. So while Grafton has water, we're low, and the Corps, to mitigate flooding up north, will run what's called open river. So they'll open the gates and draw us down. So we've been at maximum drawdown for the last 2 months.
Oh my! How does that affect the marina? I'm just curious about this.
It's impossible to put boats in at the public access launch ramp, and most of the boats down there aren't big giant boats that stay there all year.
Right.
Most of the boaters take their boats in and out for the season. So if you've got anything bigger than a 24-foot boat, you can't launch right now. We are getting water.
Okay.
We should be up at about 417, and what that means is anywhere around the locks is measured in elevation.
Okay.
So full pool for Alton is 419.5. Maximum drawdown is 414. We were actually sitting below that for 2 months at 413.5. But we're up now. Yesterday we ended the day about 16.5, and more than likely this afternoon we'll be at 17. I'm probably holding steady at 417.
Man, and in your position, I mean, your guys are taking this over, and you're walking into that. I mean, that's got to be a little frustrating for you guys.
Well, you guys got to take comfort in the fact that you don't have a choice.
Yeah, that's true.
The Corps of Engineers mandate is commercial traffic. They want to help the recreational industry, but their mandate is barge traffic.
Right, and that makes sense too. With that being said, though, I mean, April the 1st, I mean, you're a month and 31 days in.
Right.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we got a lot of maintenance that we're catching up on. Just an aging marina. We've got a lot of hoses down there that are original from 96 that are breaking, and we're replacing them little by little. We got a lot of boards on the docks that we're trying to repair, and we're working on soliciting bids to replace those docks, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and now with that, so many people I'm sure are going to be fascinated by this. How did you stepping up and taking the reins over it kind of occur?
It was kind of about 2 years ago. We have helped Karen down at the marina every year that she's been there. We used to go down there and do the barbecue tent and bring the trailers down and do all that and help her with the party, her anniversary party, which is one of the biggest events that she holds down there, and that we're going to hold again this year.
Oh, cool. I was going to ask if you're bringing that back. Good.
Yeah, it's the same day as the food truck festival, but it always kind of has been.
Yeah, it coincides almost where you can.
And people say, doesn't that hurt you guys? And it's like, not really. It kind of helps us because we get the spillover from them.
Right. That's what I was kind of thinking too, and vice versa even, But
just pretty much just my love for the river and the water and being on the water my whole life. And I'm a professional diver on top of
Are you
this.
really?
Yeah, I'm a dive instructor.
Wow.
I teach open water, rescue, advanced open water, that sort of thing. So I'm no stranger to being on the boats and being in the marinas, but I've never run one before. But it's not all that different than what I do now.
Right.
Than what I've been doing for the last 25 years, which is commercial property management.
Exactly.
And one of the biggest selling points for me was just my attention to maintenance in general. And there's a lot of that down there.
Well, I bet, because there's so many components. When you drive by it, and this is funny. I never been inside the marina until about 3 years ago, because you walk by it, you drive by it, but once you get down there, you see all the nuts and bolts and the moving parts of things.
There's a lot of it.
And I'm sure with it being a little bit, 96, things are getting put in. Is it one of those things where if one thing goes out, they're connected and you got to worry about where they lead to? Is that ever?
Yes and no.
Okay.
There are some instances like that you're going to run into, but mainly what you run into is just how rapidly things start to break down after they get to be a certain age. The deck boards being one of the biggest things. So that's what we're concentrating on right now is stuff like that. Hoses, just trying to stop the leaks. And I mean, you have leaks every year.
Right.
As soon as you de-winterize, something breaks and you got to fix it. And
you just prepare for it.
Right.
Yeah.
We know we know where the problem areas are, and we're focusing on those a lot.
Without a doubt. Now, another thing I wanted to ask you about, because this is me just really not knowing. I asked about the website. This is beautiful, man. I don't know.
Oh, the website.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about this. This is a brand spanking new website. Welcome to the Alton Marina. I'm telling you what, I love this. And this has a lot of really nice parts to it where you can, reservations, amenities, all of those things are a part of the site now.
Right. And one of the things that I really enjoy about this new website and the way it's set up is Ashley, who created the website, has made it easy for us at the marina to update things on a daily basis.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
If you were to scroll down on that screen and go back up, see where it says resources. If you go to river conditions or fuel prices, those are updated daily.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. That's incredible.
Yeah, and we have links to the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration predictions on there, United States Army Corps of Engineers, St. Louis Water Control, pretty much everything you'd find on river bills as far as river conditions goes.
And that's just RiverBender.com if you guys want to check it out. But really great that you guys have this. And was that something that was already in the works, or when you guys took over, thought, now let's get this going?
Well, we had talked about it before, and when we did some surveys when we sent out the contracts, and the surveys came back, and one of the biggest negatives that we heard about was the website.
Yeah.
It was not mobile friendly. The resources, it was just antiquated.
Yeah. With things advancing and hell, you put a brand new website in it, last year, and it's already outdated, it seems like this year.
So this gets updated in real time. We've got our menus for the cantina on there. We've got our events calendar up now.
Yep. I'm looking at all. This is fantastic. Now, I wanted to ask you, whenever people are starting that process of, joining the marina, and one that always I feel like it's asked, is it okay for someone that doesn't have a boat just to be a part of the marina and go experience like the pool and stuff, or do you need a boat? How does that work?
The pool is reserved for slip holders.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
And it's behind the gates.
Yeah.
Behind the secured gates. So everything else, as far as the park part of it, up top, the pavilion, we're going to have some live events this summer they're all open to the public. Our store's open to the public. You can go down there. We have really good breakfast. Our store manager, Lynn, does a tremendous job for us down there, and she's got good help and good food down there. And we've remodeled the store a little bit, just kind of decluttered it and made it more wide open, made it more inviting to come in and sit down, more like a little beach cafe than a ship store. Well,
and actually, you answered my question perfectly, because I was segueing into is the restaurant or shop open more than anything, because I've heard nothing but great things even in the past about you can get some good meals there and just enjoy.
Yeah.
And you're right on the water too.
And we got good frozen drinks down there. We got a Bloody Mary special on Sunday. Kind of dating myself. We call it Sunday Bloody Sunday. After the song by U2. So
it's funny, my dad's probably listening right now singing that song in his head because of you bringing it up.
Everybody my age is.
You're right about that. Now, when you're taking this over, commercial property experience, always on the water, was there something that you've experienced or encountered in this transition that you really weren't preparing for, that kind of just got thrown out there, or has it been pretty easy?
I wouldn't say it's been easy, but I would say some of the biggest challenges are I'm not used to working alongside government agencies and entities, and dealing with because I have to answer to the city.
Right.
And we have to operate under the Corps of Engineers rules too. The Corps owns the land and runs the waterway, and the city owns the structures, and they contract it out to private companies to run. But to date, the city's been very helpful and very supportive of us, and I hope that continues. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. We're working with them to get some of these improvements done down there that are badly needed, that we've just maintenance stuff that over the years just breaks down. It's a normal part of property management.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now, are you looking to add anything? Because right now, I mean, the marina is a staple in itself. You know, even before you guys took over, you know, it was there and everyone knew about it. But is there anything you're looking to do, add to it, you know, as the years in your tenure kind of roll by?
Besides changing some of the electrical setup down there and the docks, just the maintenance, we're hoping to maybe have a tiki bar up top at the pavilion.
That's a win.
We're still working on that.
Stay tuned. That's a tease in radio,
right.
folks. I like that one. And now, what's your favorite part of the marina? You know, actually being there, immersed in it, you're running.
Being on the docks.
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't like I mean, I got to be in the office because that's part of the job. But I try to get all my office work done early so that I can get out on the docks. I like walking the docks. I like talking to all the boaters. I like going down to Fuel Dock when the loopers come through in the fall and seeing the different boats, the bigger boats, finding out where everybody's from. Well, that sort of thing.
Well, and too, the community at the marina is really cool. You know, I had a couple of buddies that had slips down there in boats for a while, and, you know, get invited down and just seeing everyone, just the camaraderie that's down there, you know, and just the enjoyment of things is really just fantastic. And I'm sure that you guys are excited to add on to that kind of legacy.
It's a party atmosphere. People, I'm going to give my shout out to CDOC.
There you go.
CDOC is Party Doc.
There you go, CDOC. No, you know, with everything going on, you know, there's some things that, you know, people might not be aware of just because every building that, you know, has been here for a while, every business, you start driving by it and forget all the amenities and things that are in there. Are there some that the public, you know, you don't think really know about that you like to kind of highlight?
Amenities?
Yeah, you know, it's things that you guys offer, you know, like the pavilion up top if you wanted to stop in.
Yeah, we're, I mean, the marina's a microcosm of a city. It's a city, you know, it's a smaller city within the city. We've got our own roads, we've got our own lighting systems, we got our own gas station, we've got,
cool.
You know, we got our own store. And then on top of that, we got all the boats and all the people and no liveaboards, but the Corps doesn't allow that, but we do have a lot of people that come down and spend the weekend, and we have travelers that come through, transient boaters come through that want to stay for the weekend. And
I didn't realize you couldn't have livables on at the marina.
Right. Well, some marinas allow it.
Okay.
But most of the government-owned marinas don't allow it.
Now that's interesting because I'm glad I asked or you brought it up because I just assume normally it's like, well, hell,
people live on their boats. Yeah. Right. Now, they're not supposed to.
Oh.
So.
Uh-oh. I didn't mention names. Okay.
Me either.
With that being said, man, I really think this is great, and I'm really excited for your tenure in this. I mean, there's no better person.
We are too. I got a really good crew. I got a good team down there. Yeah. Robin is my office manager. She's great. She stays on top of the books and the contracts and making sure she makes the right calls to the boaters whenever they need something. She always gets me the messages that I need, and she's got a lot of experience in the concierge department, which was really the only thing that I didn't have coming into it. But once you're used to taking care of offices and tenants and addressing their needs, it's a lot the same. It's not much different.
Absolutely. And now, is there still space open for docks if people wanted to get a slip or apply?
Yeah. B and C docks are pretty much full. We might have a couple of slips available down there. A dock is available, mostly sailboats dock at A dock because it's uncovered.
Gotcha.
But we've got a couple of big spots open on K, and J dock are the bigger boats down on the east side, and then on the west side, west of H, are all the smaller slips. And we've got some available on F and E dock.
And they just call the marina, or can they apply online now, or is it just still call the marina for that info?
They can book transient reservations online. We're still working on possibly changing some software down there to where people can get online and pay their slip fees and sign up and submit all the insurance requirements and signatures,
all the
and everything.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, all the paperwork, all the red tape. All right.
Yeah, makes me so excited. So, I mean, this is great, and I mean that, Rob. I mean, there's nobody better. You guys really are passionate. You know what you're doing, and then to have a great team around you, and then...
I kept some of Karen's people, too.
Oh, they're great.
Greg Brown and Jill Butler, both two people that I couldn't run the marina without at this point because Greg's been there 12 years. Jill's been there 3. They're both of my harbor masters. I trust both of them. They do all the scheduling for the harbor, for the dock hands, and they take care of all the maintenance and take care of the boaters. And they're very capable and very knowledgeable about the river, the boats, and the marina in general.
Well, and that's another thing I was going to ask you with, because I'm sure that you know a lot of the boaters that are down there to begin with, or you know them passing, or you've seen them around. But how is it to have someone that, has been there during this transition, been there for 12 years? Is it nicer for the, the boaters that have been there to go?
They like familiar faces.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
And they like friendly, familiar faces.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, we got a lot of questions in the beginning of are you keeping anybody? Mm-hmm. And, my answer to that was I want to keep everybody that I possibly can that's good.
Yeah. And you did that. I mean, that's what's exciting because
I'm very lucky that they wanted to stay on with us. It's been a blessing to us.
Well, I was wondering that too. I thought, well, how is the current staff going to be whenever, Karen officially leaves? Are they going to leave with? And it's nice to know that they are. I mean, Summer's here with you and carrying the reins.
And Karen's been a huge help too. Karen and Fran both have been, we kept them on as consultants because there are times when we have to call them and say, hey, we're dealing with this issue.
Right.
How did this pan out in the past? Mm-hmm. And Greg and Jill are really good about that too. Having those two there, it's just a wealth of knowledge.
I'm telling you what, I'm excited about this. I'm excited for the next couple of years, hopefully a lot longer than that. And really just the best of luck. You have any events coming up you want to come back and talk about the summer party too, please do.
Yeah, we have, check out on our website. We've got an events page. We start pretty much our events calendar after the 3rd of July.
Mm-hmm. July 8th, first show.
Yeah, I believe that's Matt Tall and friends that weekend. And then we'll have the following weekend, I believe, is Jake and the Lonesome Drifters. Mm-hmm. So we've got pretty good lineup. We got one that's to be determined. We're working with the band. I don't want to jinx it because it's not 100% set in stone. But on August 5th, the same day of the Boat Club Poker Run, we're going to have a pretty good band down there.
Stay tuned.
So yeah, we'll update it. We'll update it when we have solid confirmation.
And for updated, gas prices, conditions, all that stuff, AltonMarina.com. I mean, I didn't even know that we did the damn website until today.
Yeah, you guys did it.
I didn't even know. We did a great job. Well, Ashley did. Ashley and the team upstairs
I couldn't be happier with it. And for us to be able to access it and change stuff on it and keep it updated in real time is huge.
Well, and you don't have to call overseas to get somebody to do it for you.
Right. Or call, I don't have to call. I don't have to bug Ashley with it. I don't have to bug anybody here with it.
Well, and seriously, Rob, best of luck on this. I know I don't need to wish you. That's going to go well, and I'm excited. I know everyone else is. And like I said, whenever some of the bigger events or anyone come down the pipeline that we can attend, please come on this show and let's promote the hell out of them.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody's been helpful to this point. The boaters are all very patient with us. We've had a great transition, really smooth. The city's been unbelievably helpful from the mayor's office on down. Yeah. Greg Caffey.
Great guy.
Great, just a lot of help. We've had a lot of help and a lot of encouragement.
Well, and that's what it's nice to know that the transition was smooth because you never know how those things are going to go, if there's going to be a hold up here or a hiccup down the road, but to know that, no, this was a smooth transition to gear the marina towards the next generation. I mean, that's a chef's kiss for me. We need the marina.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Rob, thank you so much for your time. Anything I'm forgetting?
No, I think we covered most of it.
Awesome. Hey.
If I can think of anything, I'll call you.
Yeah, there we go. 10:30 on this 31st day of May. We'll take a quick break. Pyrotech. I always walk down the building and I look at these fire extinguishers and I go, I should call those guys and see what they're doing. So I called them. I said, you want to come on the show and talk about this equipment that's in all of our buildings that we probably pass through and never talk about? They join us next. We're going to hear about the company. How about that?